When a nice guy goes on a date to pursue the woman of his dreams, he will arrive 10 to 15 minutes early. After all, he can never make her wait. With a bouquet of beautiful and very expensive flowers, usually red roses, to signify his deep love for the new lady. This is how nice guys are. Our gentleman will give the beautiful lady a sincere compliment about her beauty as he gently escorts her to his environmentally friendly vehicle and casually opens the door for her. He has chosen a fancy and rather expensive Italian restaurant near the lake, so his new date will enjoy the view as she dines on fine European cuisine and washes it all down with fine French champagne. As they both arrive at the restaurant, our nice guy will pull out the lady's chair. After all, he knows how to treat a lady. He will gently ask his beautiful date what she likes to eat so he can tell the waiter, in Italian, what they are both having for dinner. He's trying his best to impress his new woman. Our gentleman has a good feeling about this romantic dinner. After all, they both share so much in common and she's looking absolutely stunning. Our romantic gentleman thinks that this gorgeous lady could finally be the one after all these years. He even thinks that there is a strong possibility they might get married and she can give birth to his children. Everything is going really well. He is afraid not to rush anything, but she is also not in a hurry, which is great for both of them. Like a true gentleman, he realizes that it's getting late, so he drives her home. He walks her back to the front door and he kisses her gently on the cheek and mentions that he had a great time and would love to see her again soon. She nods and he drives home feeling on top of the world. He goes on Facebook to tell the whole world how he had a great night out. Soon after, he is in bed. He masturbates while thinking about his future girlfriend and goes to sleep. Nice guys think about their new women all the time. After she got dropped off, the girl goes inside the house, takes her latest iPhone and posts a status update on Facebook. Quote, "Just another night in Sydney," end quote. Bored, she then texts a message to this bad boy she's been casually seeing for a couple of weeks off Tinder. She asks what he's up to and gets no reply. After waiting for a whole hour, she finally goes to bed. However, she gets awoken at 1 AM. It's the guy, the bad boy she's been seeing off Tinder. He finally replied, quote, "Yo, I just got home, come over now," end quote. Feeling annoyed, the girl texts him saying that she's sleeping. He doesn't reply. After 15 minutes, the girl sends him a message and says she's driving over. She gets to his small apartment and rings the bell. 30 seconds later, the door opens and he pulls her inside. He carries her into his bed and proceeds to do whatever he wanted. She's very tired and sore the next day, but has a smile on her face. The next day, our nice guy is eagerly looking at his wristwatch. He's patiently waiting for 7 PM because that's when he has planned to set up his second date with the new love of his life. Once again, he gets there 7 minutes early. He really doesn't want to spoil anything by arriving too late. He stands on a doormat and rings the doorbell. A few moments later, the girl yells that she's still getting dressed. But that's fine. Our nice guy will patiently wait for her. She's finally ready and opens the door. He greets her with a silver necklace that he bought her because he wants to show her how he is serious about pursuing her. He opens the door for her and she jumps into his car. They drive off to go to the aquarium. They both have a fun time exploring the sea life at the aquarium. She tells him that she loves seeing fish and wants to go snorkeling very soon in Maldives. Our Romeo tells her that he would like to take her there if she has a spare 10 days off work. She smiles and suggests they go grab a bite to eat at a local burger place. When they order food, the girl takes out a wallet to pay for her half. But our romantic hero proceeds to tell her to put the money away as he is paying. He has been told all his life that a gentleman always pays for a lady. After all, he has good manners and feels bad if she paid for herself. Nice guys like to pay for everything. They enjoy the food and soon after she says, quote, "It's getting late and I have a big day tomorrow," end quote. He feels that it's his duty to now take the pretty girl home, although deep down he would rather spend the next 3 hours in her company. Nevertheless, he rises up from the chair, takes her hand, and they both walk to his awaiting car. As they get to her house, he finally decides to use any excuse in the book to come inside. He asks if he can have a cup of tea for the road. She pouts her lips and says that she has a really big day tomorrow and needs to get to bed. Quote, "Another time perhaps," end quote, she says as he leans in to kiss her goodbye on the cheek. When Friday comes, the nice guy texts the new girl and asks if she would like to go to the movies in the evening. Sadly for him, she declines and says that she's already seeing her female friends. Feeling desperate to spend more time with the girl, he quickly asks if she's free the next day. She plays it cool and says that she kind of has plans already, but will see if she can change them for a quick catch up with him. Quote, "Nothing big though, as I have a lot on," end quote, she says. Later that night, she and her female friends go out to a nightclub in the city. She's wearing a short skirt, low-cut top and high heels. All the guys are ogling her like hungry wolves ready for their next meal. She is dressed to attract as much male attention as possible. She is looking really fine for the right man. Many guys try and dance with her, but she brushes them off like water off a duck's back. She liked one guy, but he came across as an asshole in her eyes. When he approached her, after a few minutes, she asked him to buy her a double shot of vodka. Without hesitating, he went to the bar and after 5 minutes came back with 2 drinks. Is he like other nice guys? Well, he ordered a Heineken beer for himself and a glass of ice and a dash of tap water for her. You should have seen her facial expression. While he was laughing, she got really mad, rolled her eyes and stormed off to the bathroom. As the night progresses, our gentleman decides to check up on the pretty girl with a text message. He asks her if she's having a good night, secretly hoping she will ask him to come and hang out with her. She just ignores his message. She's far too busy looking at and analyzing the asshole guy who gave her iced tap water. She noticed how much he's popular with other guys and girls, talking to many other pretty girls in particular. What she doesn't like is the fact that he hasn't been paying any attention to her at all. In fact, he has only given her a few glances and each time she proceeded to look away, almost feeling shy. About an hour later, the nightclub has stopped serving alcohol and the venue's closing down for the night. The bad boy who got her iced water casually comes up to the girl and says that he's going somewhere else and she's coming with him. Surprised and intrigued, the girl asks where he's inviting her. He casually says, quote, "My place, let's go," end quote. Without awaiting her reply, he takes her hand firmly and they start walking towards the exit. The girl is enjoying being told what to do, but she would never admit to that. It has always been one of her fantasies, to leave a nightclub with a handsome stranger. As they stumble out onto the street, he hails down a taxi and it takes them to his apartment, which is a short 15-minute drive. They arrive at his place and he proceeds to take her to bed. They have sex without a condom and she's very happy. The next day, our nice guy starts to really worry because the girl hasn't returned his messages. He picks up the phone, tries to call her asking her if she's okay. She says that she's fine and that her cell phone died yesterday evening because her battery went flat. He then asks her out on a third date to see him that same night, but she turns him down because she has other plans already. Feeling defeated, he tells her to have a great night and that it'd be great to catch up again soon. What our gentlemanly nice guy does not know is that the girl has something else on her mind. The bad boy with the iced tap water. She's been thinking about him. So she decides to head out to the same nightclub again with her girlfriends. When they arrive at the nightclub, she notices that the bad boy is there once again, but he is also talking to some young girl. Worse still, he is hugging and touching her while ignoring the girl. She tells her girlfriends that all men are pigs and that there are no good men left in this world. The girl goes home alone that night, feeling angry and upset about the guy she slept with the previous night. She feels used and bitter. When she gets home, she jumps on Facebook and writes the status update. Quote, "How sad. There are no real gentlemen left in this world." End quote. Our nice guy has already added the girl on Facebook several days ago, so naturally he has been stalking her account and status updates. He sees her post within a few minutes and starts to wonder if she's talking about him. His heart sinks and he goes into damage control. He likes her status and replies saying that he's always there if she needs to talk about anything. She likes his message to her and replies by thanking him. Quote, "You are a real gentleman, thank you." End quote. Thinking that this is a test from her, the nice guy starts thinking about all the other romantic places he can take this girl on their third and fourth dates. He's on a mission to win her heart and make her his girlfriend. Nice guys go out of their way to comfort women in distress. So the next day, eager to make the girl happy, the nice guy gentleman texts her asking her to come shopping with him. He knows that this will make her feel better and all he wants is to see her smiling. The girl replies and tells him that she'd like to go and that he is cute. He picks her up in his car after 30 minutes and they drive to the shopping center. When they arrive, she starts trying on new designer clothes and picks out a few cute outfits. Now it's time to pay for the items. Before she can even reach into her purse to pay, the gentleman nice guy smoothly pulls out his MasterCard credit card and settles the payment. The gentleman proves to her that he will be a reliable provider. She can have anything she wants and after all, he just wants her to be happy. Nice guys want to please their woman at any cost. It's time to go home. He drives the girl back home and finally she invites him in for a cup of coffee. He sits down on a plush couch while the girl is busy admiring and trying on her new stylish clothes. He tells her she looks stunning. She comes up to him and kisses him softly on his lips. His heart begins to pound and he thinks to himself, quote, "Finally, she really likes me," end quote. He reaches over and kisses her again. Fearing that this moment will be cut short, he grasps her toned body with his strong hands. Nice guys need attention. After a few seconds, she pushes him away. Quote, "This is moving too fast," end quote, she says. "Don't you realize she has been heartbroken before and can't trust men so easily?" He nods in agreement and says that he would never want to upset or push her to do anything that she doesn't want to. He lets her know that when she's ready, he will be there waiting for her because he really cares that she is happy. He tells her that he knows relationships can be tricky, but he is willing to wait for the right girl. Feeling good about the first real kiss they shared, the nice guy gentleman goes home. He knows that now he needs to give the girl some space to think over what she really wants. But he promised her that he will be there when she is ready, whenever that happens. He is a man of his word. He is like other nice guys she met before. Meanwhile, feeling sad, the girl takes her Apple iPhone and proceeds to take several selfies in front of the bathroom mirror. In the last few photos, she undoes her bra, which reveals her breasts. She sends the photo of her boobs to the bad boy from the previous night that ignored her after he took her to bed. Quote, "You missed out," end quote. She adds to the photo message. The guy who took her to bed doesn't even respond back. Feeling emotional, the young lady logs onto Facebook and updates her status with, quote, "All men are desperate creeps and only have a one-track mind. There are no good guys left, and I'm happy following my own path," end quote. Hey guys, Alex here, formerly known as Miggy. Just wanted to share with you my new channel, Driven and Desired, as well as my new blog, drivenanddesired.com. That's one word, drivenanddesired.com. Make sure you subscribe to this channel as well as the email list on drivenanddesired.com, as I will be doing most of the uploads across these two platforms. Stay tuned for more weekly articles and videos.